Next, we're going to do our quads and then our adductors, which is the inside muscle here. Basically in between your hamstring and your quad on the inner side of your thigh. So the first exercise we're going to do is a quad release, right? So with your chair, you'll get into position. You can do this a couple different ways. I'm doing it across the chair right now. So you'll see the back of the chair is here, and I'm going parallel with the back of the chair. You can also put your foot up on the chair like this and go move in this direction if you'd like. I like the position of my foot here, so I'll do it this way. But either way will work fine. Different heights of the chair shouldn't matter either, because you can always bend that knee. All right, so essentially what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of strengthening exercises first. So push that foot into the chair and just move forward, okay? So in this position right here, the muscle is a shortened state. Okay, so we're going to contract and go forward, okay? Actually, it's in the elongated state right here. We're going to contract and shorten it, okay? So just do a couple, pushing into the chair, going forward. You're just going to push into the chair as you go forward, right? Just to get that muscle warmed up and you feel that muscle there, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to start out in our extended state, okay? So now you're extended forward, all right? And as you're extended forward, this chain is straight from your knee up your entire, the chain of your body, okay? So you're straight. This fascia is lengthened, and you're gonna push your back foot into the chair arm and rotate up. Keep your torso tall, okay? That was one. We're just going to do 3. So again, I'm relaxed in this state. Push into the chair and straighten up. As I'm coming up, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my quad, and it's going up into the hip flexor as I'm moving up, okay? So push into the chair arm hard. Keep pushing hard. Rotate your hips forward. Feel it in that quad. Okay, hold for 5 seconds at the top as you push in. All right, so now we will do the other side. So again, we're working the quad. So I'm going to put my foot into the chair and try to get different angles, but again, the same thing. Push into the chair, rotate forward. Okay? Push into the chair with your quad muscle, forward. Push into the chair and forward. Now we're out here, let's hold it. Push into the chair with your quad. You feel that quad muscle tense and tight. Now rotate up. Keep those hips rotated forward. And keep pushing into the chair as you're going forward. You'll feel that muscle start to pull as you straighten up. So again, as we're forward, we don't want our hips rotated out like that. We're sticking our rear out. We're going to rotate our hips in like this. So the bottom of your hips rotate forward. Press into the chair and then come up. And keep pressing into the chair. Last rep. Press into the chair, rotate forward, take your hips forward, and hold at the top. Rotate those hips forward. If you want to intensify the stretch at the end, you can put your left elbow up into the air and stretch that chain right here. It's a great thing to do on that last rep. Okay, so that works got those quads fired up and release some tension there. The next thing we're going to do is the adductor stretch. Okay, so we're going to start wider than shoulder width. All right, a good wide stance. And the motion we're going to do is just a lateral adductor stretch. So we're going to straighten this right leg, bend the left leg. Okay, that's the stretch. And then opposite, straighten the left, bend the right. Okay, and you'll feel that tension on these inner adductors right here. Of course, we're going to add resistance. So the first thing we're going to do to add resistance, we're going to squeeze both feet towards each other and push them into the ground. So if you're in this stance, squeeze and push together. You can tell I'm squeezing right now. I can already feel it in my adductors. Keep squeezing and you slide to the left and hold. Hold for 5. Okay? Now come to the center, squeeze, slide to your right, straighten that left knee, and hold. Alright? So as you're going down, pay attention to your hips. You can see I can rotate my hip like this to get more stretch in that. If I rotate my hip like this, I'm not going to get as much stretch. So you want to get that stretch. You want to feel it in the adductor as you're squeezing, okay? So squeeze the adductors together. Slide to your left, drop a little lower, and squeeze. Push that foot into the ground. Push the right foot into the ground, straight into the ground. All right? To the left, squeeze. Push that left foot into the ground. Left foot into the ground. And drop a little lower. If you want to know how low to go, you'll go as far until you can stop contracting. At some point, you won't be able to contract that adductor in the stretch. That's the end of your range. All right, last set for the adductors. We're going to squeeze, and we're going to go to the right and drop down. Push that right foot into the ground. All right, sorry, that was left. I'm sorry. Move to the left for the right adductor. Now, we're going to move to the right for the left adductor. Straighten that knee, squeeze, push that left foot into the ground. Feel it deep in the adductor. All right. Last set of adductors. We're going to wide stance again. We're just going to do a simple sumo squat. So your feet are going to be pointed out slightly, and all we're going to do is just squat with our knees kind of pointed out. Except we're going to squeeze together. All right. So squeeze, squeeze hard, then lower your body. Straight, your body goes straight down, your back stays straight. All right, that's 1. Squeeze, squeeze as hard and tight as you can, and you'll feel the muscle tension right here. When you get down here, press out with your hands on your knees and pull your knees in. All right, last set. We're going to hold for 5 at the bottom. Squeeze and drop down and press out with your hands. Squeeze, squeeze in with your knees and in with your feet at the same time. All right, adductors and quads.